at these two.
It was the kiss cam moment seen around the world.
Oh, what?
HR executive Kristen Cabot and her boss, tech CEO Andy Byron, caught on the Jumbotron at a Coldplay concert, embracing, then leaping apart.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
The video quickly going viral.
Oh, she joking!
Internet sleuths identifying the couple, both married at the time to other people, though separated. Now, for the first time, Kristen Cabot is speaking out, giving interviews to the New York Times and the Times of London, telling the latter the scandal has been like a scarlet letter. People erased everything I'd accomplished in my life and achieved in my career.
I mean, she was incredibly open and honest with me.
Josie Ensor interviewed Cabot for the UK publication, learning more about the pair's relationship. Cabot says the co-workers connected over their similar marital issues at home. Cabot then inviting Byron to the concert when she had an extra ticket with friends. The caught-on-camera moment coming after drinking a few high noon cocktails.
So this is what she tells me is the first physical embrace the two of them. I mean, this is like 3 seconds into the first physical contact they've ever had, and this camera pans round to them.
Byron did not respond to an NBC News request for comment. Cabot telling both publications she endured death threats.
Her address was doxed on the local radio, and she subsequently started getting people, telling her they knew where she lived and turning up at her gas station and things like that.
All of it frightening for her already traumatized children. My kids were afraid that I was going to die and they were going to die, she said. Astronomer, the pair's employer at the time of the scandal, hired celebrity Gwyneth Paltrow, once married to Coldplay's frontman, as a spokesperson for an ad in the days after.
Astronomer has gotten a lot of questions over the last few days.
Cabot telling Ensor she was once a fan of Paltrow and her women's wellness company Goop, which seemed to be about uplifting women. And then she did this. I thought, how dare she after the beating she got for all the conscious uncoupling stuff? What a hypocrite. Paltrow not responding to an NBC News request for comment. And finally sharing her side of the story, Cabot telling the New York Times, I want my kids to know that you can make mistakes and you can really screw up, but you don't have to be threatened to be killed for them. As for the scrutiny and publicity, Cabot telling Ensor she believes it's one-sided. I think as a woman, as women always do, I took the bulk of the abuse.
Valerie Castro joins us now in studio. So, Valerie, what is Kristen Cabot doing now?
So Cabot told the Times of London that initially the company that she had been working for at the time of this incident, they actually wanted her to come back after performing an internal investigation. But she said she didn't feel like she could come back as a human resources manager. So she says she has been looking for other work since, but has been told that she is unemployable.
You really feel terrible for her. How are her kids doing?
They were severely impacted by this. They still are. She says they are embarrassed to be seen with her. She says at this point she still can't pick them up from school because other parents gossip. She's overheard them saying things about her, and she can't even attend any of her kids' sporting events.
So terrible.
One concert, one camera angle, and suddenly the internet knows your name. This is a Kristen Cabot Coldplay situation, and why her response matters more than the clip itself. At a Coldplay concert, a brief crowd shot went viral after viewers identified Kristen Cabot in an intimate moment with someone who was not believed to be her husband. Within hours, the clip spread across TikTok, X, and YouTube, sparking conversations about accountability, relationship boundaries, and how fast private mistakes become public narratives. Now, what actually happened here? Let's be clear about the facts. The video was filmed at a Coldplay concert. It shows a moment that viewers interpreted as romantic. Internet users identified Kristen Cabot and connected the moment to alleged relationship overlap. No court documents, no official charges, just a viral moment plus public interpretation. And that distinction matters here. It's very important. After being identified, Kristen Cabot did not go on a media tour. Instead, her response was limited, controlled, and indirect. Some saw this as avoiding accountability. Others saw it as refusing to feed the internet machine. Now, here's the question. Is silence maturity or avoidance? In viral scandals, How someone responds often shapes public opinion more than the incident itself. Now, this is where the conversation gets bigger than Kristen Cabot. Moments like this often highlight common toxic relationship dynamics, including blurred boundaries, emotional overlap before relationships end, secrecy replacing honesty, thrill over transparency. None of these are crimes, but they do tend to destroy trust. And when those patterns play out in public, the fallout multiplies. The internet doesn't just react, it judges. Kristen Cabot became a meme, a villain, and a symbol. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most viral scandals aren't about morality. They're about projection. People see their own experiences with betrayal, cheating, or silence and attach them to one face. Real accountability happens offline, with honesty, with boundaries, with consequences handled privately. Public shaming, on the other hand, creates defensiveness, silence, and long-term damage. The Coldplay clip wasn't the issue. The lack of clarity before the moment was. Kristen Cabot's situation is a reminder that private choices don't stay private forever. Toxic dynamics thrive in silence, and one moment can define a narrative if you don't control it. Whether you feel sympathy or criticism, the real lesson is about boundaries, accountability, and timing. Do you think staying silent was the right move, or should public figures address viral moments head on? Drop your thoughts below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.